Like, I talked about this. I can't believe it right now.
We saw the preview come out, but they are actually going to play Volsky.
Oh my goodness.
The
whole time through the summer series, I wanted to see it. I mean, taking a look at the attacking side, it's going to be Flash Wolves coming into this one, picking up the Soldier, the Diva, the Ana, the Lucio, the Winston, and the Tracer, and they get straight into this one, Kev.
Yeah, well, I mean, Flash Wolves, the very aggressive start, and forcing AHQ already into the back, and look, Zonda's positioning is actually really pretty fine. He's well protected by his team, but AHQ, they got confined into this tight corner, and Flash Wolves can choose any sort of attack they want. I'm really surprised AHQ allowed this to happen.
But they are managing to hold on until that biotic grenade lands right there, and Zonda going to be cleaning up the last couple of these kills, and Flash Wolves, just like lightning, just clean up this first point.
I caught that. I caught that little reference there. Very nice. Yeah, they get very on their first attacks, just like Hollywood. First offense completely blitzing through. This time it was more so I felt AHQ kind of misplayed that. They turtled up in this one little corner, in this one little room, and that didn't do any wonders to them. This is now where we're going to see a bit of snowball potential come out. Flash Wolves. Look at the ultimates, they're about to get charged up. Nothing on the AHQ side. This could be a very, very fast cap for Flash Wolves. It's going to be 4 ultimates coming online.
Well, they do have that nano boost there coming in. There it is, the nano visor going to be used right now. Looking to do a lot of damage with this one. Dizzy up in the back lines, trying to keep himself alive from Bacon Jack, but he's hungry. He finds that one there as well. Look at this, 4 kills. And that is probably going to be Flash Wolves getting a lot of time onto this point. AHQ might be able to get back out and contest, but it's going to be very, very hard. We've seen how Volskaya works like this, and this is exactly how you play Volskaya.
And this is going to be the counter tactical visor coming up from Dizzy. What's he going to get out of it? It's going to be Zonda going for the 1v1. He doesn't even have a tech visor. He's still going to go for it. K-Momo, a little bit of support in the backside. The cap's still going through, and this could be it for Flash Wolves. It's such a quick cap. Dizzy already going down the final moments for HQ, trying to keep it alive. Sound barrier online for Flash Wolves as well. Now Zonda once again going for it, getting the damage in there. He's like a vehicle going for the vehicular manslaughter, and AHQ are getting run over by this man.
And they are going to cap this first one out, and as I just mentioned, that is a flawless attack. That is exactly how you do it. They have so much time now to work with coming into the defense.
Wow, Flash Wolves, I mean, they want to go quick. They don't want to waste any time there. AHQ, what can I say? That first defense really gave the entire offense, well, their entire defense away to Flash Wolves. After that, very difficult to come back from. Volskaya and other 2 CP maps on the Assault lineup, very typical for these sort of snowball kind of situations to come up from the attack. I mean, if you're on the attack and you blitz through the first checkpoint, you get all the kills, you don't really lose that many members, you're gonna have the ultimates way up, way earlier than the defensive lineup. That's exactly what we saw. 5 kills coming out from Flash Wolves on that second checkpoint offense. Nothing AHQ could do about that.
I mean, what do you think was, I guess the core thing that let them... Do you think it was a good play by Flash Wolves that sort of got them into that good position on point number 1? Because obviously point number 1 is...
It was more like Flash Wolves saying, AHQ, you want to hide in the corner? Well, let's bang on the doors. I mean, little piggy, please come out. But the big Flash Wolf is going to really blow your house down.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. That's good.
We'll
use that one later.
That's essentially what happened, though. I mean, AHQ got themselves into a little corner. They should have played the defense slightly more aggressively out in the open. Much better chance to actually to be able to contest that defense, but they gave the game away themselves. I feel like they really needed. I don't think they'll do that one again. That was very risky by them, and did not pay off. And Flash Wolves, the team, the well-calculated team so far that they've shown to be, easily takes advantage of that. Here we go, and now it's going to be Flash Wolves' turn on the defense.
Oh, look at that camera work right there as well. That's some beautiful stuff. 10 out of 10, Mr. Cameraman, whoever you are. That's some good stuff there to see, Zaya. But we see the Sombra getting picked up here on the side of Flash Wolves on the
defensively too. Yeah, that's going to be really interesting. I'd like to see how this works. Bacon Jack and Zonda. Once more, the 1-2 punch combo of these two guys has so far been too much for AHQ to handle. This could be AHQ's final opportunity. Flash Wolves,
really like Bacon Jack's positioning here as well. getting in the back lines. They're managing to find a hack onto the health pack. Dizzy, though, finding a couple of headshots there, doing a little bit of damage. Now, props to AHQ here, taking this one a little bit cautiously, you know, trying to work out exactly what's going on the defending side here of Flash Wolves. And hopefully they do manage to make the right decision here. Oh, Winston almost getting a little bit caught out there as he overextends, but manages to make it back into the team.
The thing is, like, Bacon Jack already has EMP ready, which means, there it is, that's the EMP play, which means Flash Wolves are ready to turn on the gas, they're ready to turn up the heat, and they're ready to get the kills onto AHQ, who are falling by the wayside. Dizzy trying to get a couple of kills on the back, though. Ultimate's now coming online for AHQ. Flash Wolves, good EMP, they didn't actually get enough kills, and now comes Dizzy, the nano visor. What can he get? Looking for Zonda, takes him down.
Nice Helix rocket to just blow him away right there, but Bacon Jack, though, has managed to take down Kalman on the Hog as well. And I mean, Hog throwing the hook a little bit too early there, I feel. Missing the Sombra and getting taken out there. And this is going to be 2 kills there for AHQ as they push their way in now. But they do have to deal with this Winston, who jumps right on top of them. Great biotic grenade there. Jongi's going to fall there as well. And now AHQ do manage to pick up the first point. Let's see how they can snowball into point number 2. Or can Flash Wolves hold them out?
Well, you know, AHQ, they got there in the end. This is a team where they have to fall over slightly before they can pick themselves back up and get that offense rolling. They're not going to have much of a snowball to work with. Only 3 ultimates really available. Dizzy had a pretty good nano visor there. No nano boost this time around. He's just going to have to play an attack visor on its own. If Eric can secure a good Earth Shatter, this could be it. But expect Flash Wolves to use the EMP.
Stack up in that room there as well. Now Jongi going to work up here with that Primal Rage, trying to find the knockdown, and he does indeed. See you, mate. He's gone off the edge. Eric will be back in the next spawn, and now Jongi with that great opener there. Zonda finds that next heal there onto Kalman. AHQ going to have to retreat. Oh, but don't get caught out as you push forward. But they all are going to be going in right now. I like the aggression.
AHQ just have to get out of this situation. Save their ultimates, repush. Flash Wolves, fantastic defense. When you really look at the ultimate economy here, they only use Jongi's Primal Rage. And off of that, they managed to get a full team buy. I expected Flash Wolves to go in with the EMP, maybe combo with another ultimate, may or may not. The EMP realistically should have been enough to win them a fight, but a single Primal Rage, hey, I'll take that.
Yeah, that's very, very good efficiency there coming up from the side of Flash Wolves. And now look at the ultimate.
Oh, Earth Shatter, did he connect? I don't know.
We can't see right here, but Eric gets taken down there. Make that Lazy Titan getting taken out as well. 2 kills though apiece. This could be anyone's game right there. That's just a self-destruct. Doesn't manage to find too much there, but Bacon Jack always being very, very sneaky on the Sombra. 2 ultimates still on the side of Flash Wolves, but look at that. I think AHQ just going to save theirs up and look for the next fight.
So I'm gonna assume that the Earth Shatter didn't really connect enough. It may have connected onto somebody, but it didn't give them what they needed to really commit to that push. And you know, it's good calculation by AHQ to say, hey, we're not going to be able to win this push. Don't commit any more ults. We can do something with next push. And they got a lot of defensive ults out of Flash Wolves. So now AHQ in an ultimate position, in an ultimate advantage position, they can do something here.
But Zonda remaining very uncontested up the back. There comes the
sound barrier.
They are going to push in here. Whole Hog being used. Managing to find Lucio. Can they push him off the edge, or will he get himself back on the wall there? Good hook being landed there. Momo, though, managing to keep himself alive. That's 3 kills there for AHQ.
It's looking good.
They are looking hungry for this one, looking to get some time on the point. They do manage to get to the first little checkpoint there as well. And now, what can Flash Wolves do to get back onto this one? Jongi does have that Primal Rage. This should be able to save them
he will
a
be
lot
using
of
this.
time here.
There is no way he doesn't use this here. It's basically the only defender alive. Flash Wolves got away for the rest of the teammates to spawn back in there, looking for a couple more environmental kills, but he has to stay on the actual cap itself. That's the EMP. Is it going to be enough for Bacon Jack? Does the tactical visor come out as well? I can't tell. But Zonda, he's on 8%. I assume that's the tactical visor.
They do use the Earth Shatter there to clean that one up just a little bit quicker. They are getting very close to this one. Will they be able to cap it right here, right now? But Eric going to be charging out here, and they do indeed manage to do it. 3 minutes 17 in the bank.
It's not as efficient and not as clean as the way Flash Wolves sort of held really conducted their offense, but it's AHQ able to get it through, able to get it past the line. So far, this has been more promising than Hollywood. Hollywood, they didn't get the second checkpoint. They were stopped. They were held down on Volskaya. Different story. They played a little bit more patiently. I would dare to say a little bit, I like their style a bit more, able to identify, hey, we need to be able to conservatively play this push. Lose the Earth Shatter, didn't get enough there. Cool, save for the next push. We got a lot of ultimates defensively out of Flash Wolves. save up, go again, using the ultimate advantage, extremely calculated play, use that snowball momentum from the ultimate advantage and they secured the cap. So well done.
And so, I mean, yeah, again, good sort of changes on the fly there coming up from AHQ, obviously being able to adapt to the situation. And as I mentioned before, this is obviously what is going to take them further into the tournament. If they can manage to make those changes there, manage to get a nice first point hold here, manage to really sit up on the first point. But I mean, it is very, very hard to defend that first point. What would you like to see?
So this is the thing, is obviously I'd like to see AHQ not be forced back into a corner again. You've only, I don't know, like you go through 3 huts before you get to the brick one, and right now they're onto the straw one. What is it, the wooden? I don't know.
Puff, blow your house down. Oh, I can't remember.
I don't know. They got a way to go. They're not going to make it to the brick house at this rate. So what I got to say for AHQ is, so far they're just getting past the line. If you look at the time available, Flash Wolves are still dominantly getting that time advantage in there for AHQ. Yes, they managed to cap the second checkpoint, but it's not over yet. They have to be able to perform better than Flash Wolves to actually take this one out. And so far, Flash Wolves, the time is so much better.
And they charge straight into this one, wasting no time. They don't manage to get themselves caught up in the back room, so at least...
Oh, they're attacking again, so this is Flash Wolves on defense.
That is,
yeah, so it's a team with the lower time will attack again.
And they do obviously manage to hold this one off again on the first bit of defense here. Managing to catch out a couple of these AHQ players now in the side rooms. Oh, Lazy Titan is getting caught by himself up in the back lines here. He needs to fall back to the rest of the team. If they do manage to stagger these spawns here, this is going to be disastrous for them.
Well, so far, Flash Wolves are still keeping it alive. Taking well advantage of the Sombra health packs, making sure
Hog
definitely got nothing to do there.
And Hog opens this one up there, taking down Jongi, and now this could be their moment to move in. Lazy Titan going to be taking down Zondros now. Now without the big man.
EMP.
Bacon Jack needs to go to work right now, lands that very big EMP indeed. Look at this movement here from him actually. Goes for the hack up onto the Ana up the back there. Sinclair dropping very low, keeping himself alive though, and now he's got that nano boost here as well. Oh, Biotic Grenade gets eaten there by the Diva. But they do manage to get themselves onto this point here, but they're not managing to find too much with this. This is absolutely a messy fight indeed, but very, very good from Flash Wolves, I must say.
Well, Dizzy's in there. He manages to get a kill, gets taken down himself, and now Jongi with the nano boost gets a couple of kills, denies the mech from Lazy Titan, and Flash Wolves should be able to hold on to this. Zonda nearly on Tech Visor as well. Another EMP for Bacon Jack, and Flash Wolves, they're ready for another defense.
Oh, not today. You can't hook around the corner no more, my friend, but 3 ultimates here. Can Flash Wolves hold on to this one as AHQ comes in here? Look at Kalman up the back lines here, looking to find one of those very important picks, but while he's doing that, the rest of his team get taken out.
Unfortunate, really sad.
Oh my goodness, it almost looked like the Diva was about to eat that up there as well, but Zonda does get taken out, but AHQ still can't push into this.
Zonda actually died to, he suicided there, so he must have shot his own rockets, which ended up killing himself. So the fact that K-Momo got the Matrix out saved him from Calman. Zonda managed to kill himself anyway, so it didn't really do anything for them. Their HQ sitting on nearly 6 ultimates, just waiting for Eric, but it's not really good to be sitting on this many ultimates. It really just means you've lost so many fights, you haven't had the chance to commit anything in the fight, and yet they haven't. 37 seconds left to go, and they've yet to cap.
Sound barrier gets used right there as well. Oh, tactical visor gets used. Kalman doesn't manage to get to use the whole hog here. He drops down very, very quickly. Here comes the Earthshatter. Finds one at least with that. And Bacon Jack, though, he's going to fall down there to Lazy Titan. And 2 kills now for AHQ. This is going to be their moment. But Jongi up in the back lines doing a great job to keep Ana out of this one. And look at him. He is going to absolute work right now. Managing to switch targets left, right, and center. Doing so much work here.
7 seconds. 7 seconds left to go. Jongi's still alive on the point. Zonda is still alive doing work. Get the Tech Visor out. Dizzy can't do enough either. AHQ, not enough time. Flash Wolves, they did such a great job with their time at AHQ. With only 3 minutes to attack with, not enough for them to get in there.
Yeah, I mean, like Flash Wolves, they're just very, I just say, almost mechanically better. The way that they manage to put these fights together is just a little bit more cohesive than the side of AHQ.
Yeah. A couple of just AHQ, I think they sort of fell apart towards the last moment. One of the issues was, of course, time. Only 3 minutes to work with. Technically, though, you think with 3 minutes you can still get the first checkpoint. Just really wasn't the case this time around. Couldn't get past the fact that, you know, Jongi didn't really die there with the Winston. Managed to keep a lot of players out with the Primal Rage. I think Zonda, I didn't really see him die that many times, but, you know, this is sort of the same problem with AHQ, is even if their players such as Eric able to deny players like Zonda, they can't secure the kills. We saw this in Hollywood, couldn't secure the kills, particularly on the offense. And kind of saw this on Oasis as well, where they're just losing out mechanically. You sort of mentioned this already, but almost, for lack of better terms, they're getting out fragged.
They actually are. I mean, like, they've got a Hog in that map there, and Hog, I think, managed to find one very early pick onto the Winston. But other than that, literally did not find anything at all with this one.
I really feel sorry for the Hog, which is Cowman, because he sort of, every time he got a hook target, K-Momo was there with the Matrix anyway, so it just didn't really matter that he got the hooks.
Well, Flash Wolves now.
Oh, AHQ are already, they're already in the back. This could be another mistake. We'll see how they perform this time around. I sort of see what they're trying to get there. They've got the turret in the back, trying to just keep the Flash Wolves players out, but as soon as Flash Wolves can get the flank around the side, this time Zon is actually on the Genji instead of Soldier. A little bit of a different composition. This is a full dive composition, so maybe AHQ, this could be the fight they're looking for, because their defense works quite well against dive.
Yeah, but they do have, obviously, Zonda being able, very easy to get up in the back lines there. Jongi keeping himself alive as he drops extremely low. No mech onto Lazy Titan now as well. Nice little shot there. But both mechs actually from the Divas now dropping down, but Dizzy finding the first kill, make that the second kill. A Lazy Titan as well, going to be picking up the Zenyatta. So this right here, very good for AHQ.
Well, I stand corrected. What I need to correct here is, I understand what AHQ are trying to do here, and the reason it works this time versus the reason it got rolled so hard the last time, Flash Wolves are, or I should say now were, running a dive composition. AHQ being held up in a small location like that with the Torbjorn turret is very easily able to shut down dive composition. Now you see Bacon Jake, he's onto the Hanzo, might be able to get a good flank, and actually the scatter arrows are going to do a lot of work in the Titan airspace.
But do pay attention to Zonda, obviously trying to get up in the back lines there, does have the Dragon Blade, trying to do a lot of work by himself there, but it's going to have to work into a Molten Core, Tactical Visor. Now they've got the Hog up as
Molten Core, here we go, turret's still alive.
Sound Barrier though, going to be able to keep Flash Wolves alive. Just for a little bit through this one, Crappy trying to chase them down, trying to find some damage here, but they don't manage to convert a kill. They do manage to withhold this one, but they still don't find a kill, and they don't manage to stop the spawns from coming out. The spawns coming out.
Flash Wolves, Realment did actually end up using the Sound Barrier there. AHQ, they used 2 ultimates, so Flash Wolves, that's a positive ultimate trade for them. Ultimate coming online for Eric now as well. A lot of armor being output by Crappy, and he's going to need to be able to keep that up. Here comes the Nano Blade.
The Nano Blade.
Get slipped though, that's no good for Zonda.
And as I mentioned, we need to see more out of these supports, and what a great sleep coming through there as well. But they do manage to clean up this room in the background here. They will...
Remember, AHQ have to hold.
They do indeed have to hold on point number 1, and it's getting disastrously close. The Nano Boost going to be coming onto Eric, looking to hold onto this one. What can they do with this? It's so close.
Charges to the health pack. That's a pretty good move, but he still has to sort of save enough time to respawn for the rest of the team. Dizzy, can he get anything done there? It's really just coming down the Lazy Titan. If Lazy Titan falls down, it's all up to Dizzy, who needs to get himself onto the checkpoint, because it's just a pixel and a half away from capping through.
But when you've got a D.Va in your face, it makes it extremely hard, and there it is. D.Va is all over Dizzy right now, making himself dizzy, and he gets taken out there as well. Now, what can Lazy Titan do to hold on to this one? Bacon Jack picking up the Hanzo. Been a while since that. Look at that. Can he find a kill with that? It looks like he's going to do a lot of damage with that one. Nano Boost going to be coming in.
AHQ are still on this.
K-Momo as well. I can't believe AHQ are still holding on to this one.
I spoke too soon. They're really not in this anymore.
There's the Torbjorn. He's out of that one there as well. Flash Wolves are going to pick up Volskaya.
And Flash Wolves are going to pick up their opening match against AHQ, a 3-0